Hello guys, welcome back to She Codes. So in our SQL series of lead code problems, I am back with another brand new question, which is customer who visited but did not make any transactions. Fine. So before starting with the question, if you haven't subscribed She Codes, go and subscribe the channel. Visit the whole series because we are on episode 8 of the series. So if you haven't checked the previous episodes, do check it, and all the queries are available on GitHub, whose link has been given in the description box. Okay, so you can check the description box for the query and codes. Fine. Now one thing before starting with the question is that these types of questions will help you to analyze the behavior or identify some patterns in your data. Fine. Whenever you're working for large data sets or you have some database where you have to identify any pattern or any behavior. Suppose here we have a customer. Fine. So you want to check whether the customer has done some transactions or he or she just visited the store. So this type of query which we are going to do in the further video will help you to crack that problem. Okay, so let's start. Let's jump to the question. Here we have a table visits, okay, and another table is transactions. Fine. In this visits table, we have two columns, visit ID and customer ID. Fine. Visit ID is the column with the unique value, which is our primary key. Now, visit table contains all the information. Visited the mall. Okay. So, who visited? But this table does not say like what type of transaction, like the customer has done some transactions or not. Fine. This table, transaction table, gives the information that which customer has done transaction. So this transaction table have column transaction ID, customer ID and amount. Okay, sorry, visit ID. We have visit ID. So visit ID is common in both the tables. Now what we have to do is write a solution to find the IDs of the users who visited without making any transactions and the number of times they made these types of visit. Fine. So we just not have to filter out those customers who just visited, but number of times, okay, they made these types of visits, like number of times they visited the store but did not make any transaction. So it may happen like the customer visited 3 times but got some items, like did some transaction only 1 time. Okay, so remaining 2 times will be the visit where he or she did not make any transaction but visited the store. Okay, now the result can be in any order. Fine. Let's check the example. We have our visits table and transaction table. Okay, so if you look very careful, we have visit IDs 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and our customer IDs. We have a transaction table, okay, which has transaction ID, visit ID and amount. Now we have our output over here, but before understanding the output, understand the table. Okay, as I say in my every video that all your answers lie in the question itself. You just have to use the syntax. Fine. So here, this customer 23, okay, customer ID 23 visited the store only once. Fine. Customer ID 9 visited the store twice. Customer ID 30 visited the store 4 times. Customer ID 54 visited the store 5 times. Okay, sorry, these are the IDs. Okay, 5. Now customer ID 96 visited and has ID 6. Okay, customer ID 54 again 54 visited the store again and has ID 7. Okay, and customer ID 54 again visited the store and has ID 8. Now coming back to transaction table, we have our customer ID, transaction IDs, visit ID and amount. Okay, so if you check the visit ID, we have this visit ID 5, which is our customer number 54. Okay, this customer did did a transaction with ID 2. Okay, again this customer visited and did the transaction which has ID 3. Again the same customer visited and did the transaction with ID 9. Okay, now the customer 1, which is our customer ID 23, visited and did the transaction with the ID 12. Okay, these are the IDs. Okay, these are not the amount, these are not the counts but IDs. And visit ID 2, that is our customer number 9, did transaction and has ID. Now if you look the output, we have a customer ID 54, 30 and 96. If you examine over here, 54, 30 and 96. So before going to 54, let's see customer ID 96. Yes, of course this customer visited the store because it has a visit ID, but this customer do not have a transaction ID. As you can see, no 6 is been included, so this customer did any transaction. How many times this customer visited the store? 1. Okay, only once, because it has only one ID over here. So the count is 1. Fine. This is how we are going to crack it. The count is 1. Now coming back to customer ID 30. This customer also visited the store because it also has a visit ID, but this customer do not have a transaction ID. So the count of number of transaction is 1. Okay, because this customer visited but did not make any transaction, and this customer only visited once because it has only one visit ID. Coming to customer ID 54. This customer visited the store thrice. Okay, we have this customer ID here and here. So the customer ID 54 visited the store thrice, but only made transactions once. Why? Because the visit ID every time is same. So the rest 2 times when this customer visited, he or she did not made any transactions. Okay, with visit ID 7 and 8. So this is how you are going to crack the question. This might look little complex, but it is not at all that complex, because when you understand the concept of this visit ID, which is not same in both the tables, so we have just to find out the count, okay, and the explanation. Whenever you open your lead code with this question, you can read the whole explanation, because it is just what I said right now. Okay, so let's start with the query. Before starting, I want to tell you that there are 2 approaches we can use in this query. That is, first we can use joins, and secondly we can use another method, which is adding a subquery. Okay, subquery is a query inside the query. Fine. So we will be using a subquery method because we have done joins in our previous videos, and that's not the reason to use joins over here. Approaches are efficient using joins and using a subquery. Okay, when you are dealing with smaller data sets and smaller data, like here we do not have any large database, so we can use subquery. But when you're dealing with large data sets, so there may be an efficient way of using joins. Okay, so you have both the options over here. You can solve the questions using join, and if you know how to solve it with using joins, you can comment down your answer. Okay, and I'll be using subquery method, and we'll do it together. So let's start. First, if you see this output table, okay, we write a query after examining this output table. So after examining this output table, we have customer ID and count number of transactions. Now this is trans. Okay, so obviously this column is not given in these 2 tables, so we have to create it. Okay, this is the count. This is the count of this customer who visited but did not made any transaction. So if you look, customer ID 54 visited thrice but only did a transaction one time. Okay, rest 2 times he just visited. So first select, we have to select our customer ID. Okay, and then we have to represent the count. Okay, so for that I am using count keyword. Count. We will name this count as count number trans. Fine. So this will create this column and will return us the counts. Okay. Now next thing is from which table? Obviously from our visits table. From our visits table, because here we are not using any join. So how we are going to use the transaction table here? Let's see. Okay. Now the condition over here is that this customer who visited the store did not made any transaction. So the customer visited. So there might be a visit ID, but that visit ID will not be visible in a transaction table. So where this visit ID not in. Okay, so whenever we have to check if some data is not present in database or some data is not present in the column, so we use this not in. Okay, so where this visit ID not in, where not in, where. Okay, now we are writing the subquery. So this query will give us the visit ID of transaction table. From transactions. Okay, so this subquery will give us the data of visit ID from the transaction table, and from that data, if this visit ID is not present in this transaction table, it will return us those ID which are not present in this transaction table. Okay, and then we will group it. Group by. Fine. Now let's run this query and check. So our query is accepted, and here we got our expected results. So you can use the same query, practice it in your lead code, and let me know in comment section if it is helping. Okay. The query will be provided to you in our GitHub, so you can check the GitHub link in the description box. It is present there. And if you haven't subscribed She Codes, subscribe. Thank you. Happy coding.